Awesome, in Laragne, and just waiting for some of the others to turn up. Looks like a good day. We've got a task of 160 odd K, and I've left my shoes in the van, which is on its way back up, so I have to wait until the van gets up before I can take off. But
so we're taking off at Chabre, and the task has been set at 160 kilometer triangle. The first turn point takes us through these smaller mountains, weaving out to the most western point. I've linked up with Carlos, who gave me an awesome site briefing. It's his local site and he knows it super well. If you haven't already, go and check out his channel, Flying Carlos. I'll put a link just up there. He's made some super informative videos and they're really helpful, especially if you're trying to fly in this area. I hope you enjoy the video. If you do, as always, give it a thumbs up, share it with your mates, and subscribe to see more videos like this. I'll be trying to get one of these out a week for the next wee while, so stay tuned. Cheers. In the beginning, it wasn't working super well. We took off just after 11 and scratched around for a bit. Lower down we had southerly wind and is, from what I understand, fairly common earlier in the day. The first sort of 15 kilometers was a fairly obvious line following these lower ridges.
Laragne! This is awesome. I've got a task in for 160 odd Ks. I've got 170 Ks to goal. First, I've got to push out to the west. The normal wind system here is that it blows west in the mornings, in the afternoon, a little bit of southerly in the morning, and then westerly is a predominant wind as the air gets pushed towards the main Alps. The Alps are rising all of the air and it's pulling all of this air in from the flats. So push west first, then north, and then south, back to close again. It's a fairly ambitious task, but I'm gonna give it a good crack. It's midday and about 10 Ks from takeoff. And the first task is just to follow this ridge to this corner here and then to the north. Should be good fun. Right, I am, how far am I? I'm still 160 Ks away from goal. Getting a nice climb here, 3-4 meters a second. It is 10 to 1. So probably going a bit slower than I'd like, but I'm gonna take this climb to the top. Doesn't seem to be as much wind right here, but over down there was definitely a southerly push lower down, but seems to be okay here. And I'm going to keep heading west and heading out to the westerly turn point. Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, be stoked to make it 2/3 of the way around the course. Carlos is just in front of me. He got to climb a bit higher, further back on course line. But I'm getting a good one here, so I might be able to catch him if I push some speed.
You can really see the drift in the thermal on this track log here, with the wind pushing up from the south.
Ah, bugger. I've worn through the sheathing on the line. That's annoying. I've got, the core still looks like it's completely intact. Not ideal. Not when you're getting like 5 meters a second climbs. But I'm at 2,300 meters and I'm heading west. But yeah, it's going okay, apart from the brake line. But I think I'll just keep going and just keep an eye on it. If it snaps, then I could be in a bit of trouble. But I think you'll be all right for the rest of the flight, at least. So that's the first turn point is out there at the end of the ridge. I think I'm going a bit slow. It's 2 o'clock and I haven't even made the first turn point yet, but I'll keep trudging along because it could be a late day. I'm just going to follow this ridge line. So along there, around that ridge, and then over there. Carlos is ahead of me, but he's a bit lower. He's down there, so I'm expecting to come and arrive above him. Doesn't look like he's got a climb yet, but he might just be trying to work the ridge and keep going. But he is a bit low. Yeah, good day out so far. And the brake line is unsheathed, but I don't think it seems to be getting any worse. So I'm just gonna keep an eye on it. But yeah, beautiful here. Oh, I've slowed down a bit here. It's a bit tough. I'm just soaring these sunny westerly faces. Oh, there's another glider ahead. Cool. But yeah, it doesn't seem to be working too well. We'll see. There's a bird climbing out in front. Good to get a good climb here to push out to that turn point, which is at the end of the ridge. It doesn't seem to be working that well this far west. I might turn around soon, pushing into wind a little bit. I can't really get high. Haven't had a decent climb set for about half an hour, maybe more. So yeah, not sure what to do here. It'd be good if I can get high again and I can turn around. But the turn point's at the end of this ridge here. So that is the goal, but we'll see. I need to get a bit higher first.
So I'm flying pretty slow here. I'm turning quite unnecessarily at times where I'm trying to find a good thermal that will get me high again. In hindsight, that was actually a bit of a mistake because realistically, the top of lift was just much lower further out I went to the flats.
All right, that'll do for turn point 1. All right. Now turn point 2, which I don't quite know how I'm going to do.
I think this was a mistake here. If I was going to do this again, I'd transition over to this ridge line. I think it would put me more in the direction of turn point 2 and possibly a more unstable air mass.
Oh, this is the lowest point in the flight. I'm below 1,000 meters. Carlos just landed up there. Bit of a weird spot, but he didn't have many other options. He got in there pretty low. It's really stable out this way, so I'm going to be pretty surprised if I manage to get back over there because I haven't been able to get above 1,200 meters. This could be the end of the road. I think we pushed too far west today. Oh, this is hard work now. Pretty desperately flying in here. It's so stable out here. All I've got to do now is just kind of stay in the air and connect back with these ridges. I'm not out the woods yet, but I did just get a bit of a low save. I'm back up at 1,000 meters. Thought I was going to land there for a minute, and it seems like a good climb. Hopefully I can connect with the back ridge. I might just try and get home now and sack off the second turn point because it's been pretty slow through here. First objective is to climb out of this valley. Oh, I'm feeling a bit more comfortable now. I'm up at 1,300 meters and the further away from the flats I get, the higher I'm able to get. So even though I did come through here pretty low last time, I think if I dive over this ridge and head back that direction, I should be able to climb up higher. This is obviously a bit of a more stable air mass. Oh, good. Hopefully this goes really high.
This is where I really messed up. After flying too slow, I ditched the idea of turn point 2 and decided to just try and fly back to take off the way that I'd came. This meant flying into the lee of this mountain, and I very quickly got flushed onto the ground.
Oh, I've flown myself into a shit spot. Didn't work. Now it's pretty of a breeze down here. I'm gonna have to work pretty hard to climb out of here. Oh, this is the end of the road, I reckon. It's gonna be some miracle to get out of here. Oh, horrible. No. Nah, this is just valley wind. Bugger. That was quick. Didn't take me long to get on the ground after I picked that up. Oh, it is hot. Oh, well, that was good.
I packed up and I waited about an hour and a half for a hitch, but unbelievably, they took me all the way back to the campsite.